Hey, my name's Soham, and I drink a lot of caffeine because I have a lot of tests to study for at nighttime.
Hi, I'm Amara, and I drink too much caffeine because I feel like I need to get everything done during the nighttime.
Hi, my name is Sai, and I drink a lot of caffeine because I have a lot of extracurriculars. Hi, my name's Ark, and I drink a lot of caffeine to get my schoolwork done.
Hello, investors. My name is Adi, and I want to introduce you to our company CafCap, but also an issue you might not be thinking of. An issue that has drastic impacts on our generation the epidemic of youth overcaffeination. However, through our unique lens, we have seen how overcaffeination has led to sleep deprivation and insomnia. Allow me to introduce our solution to this problem with CafCap, a caffeine hack to get your sleep back.
So, to go further into depth about the problem that Adi was just talking about, right now our society is facing a growing epidemic of student caffeination. As you can see on the chart on the left, the main four sources of caffeine coffee, energy drinks, soda, and chocolate all have a significant amount of the population consuming them, and this consumption growth rate is rising very rapidly. Causes the overall amount of caffeine that people are consuming to grow up, but especially the amount of caffeine that many students are consuming. We are surrounded by peers and ourselves who deal with academic pressures, social pressures, and overcommitment during extracurriculars. This causes us to have to stay up late and therefore consume caffeine in order to get everything we want to done and not get enough sleep. This chart shows that many college students are not sleeping the amount they should be per night, and this can lead to sleep problems such as insomnia and restlessness, which can very drastically impact your emotional and physical health and overall well-being. This chart just shows the overall percentage of the population consuming caffeine and the amount consumed. And as you can see, the average amount of caffeine consumed by Americans has nearly tripled in the past 15 years, and it continues rising very rapidly.
So here's how we're going to help students get their sleep back. What we've done is created an all-natural supplement that uses two main ingredients. The first one being rutacarpine, which its purpose is to help neutralize the caffeine. Rutacarpine comes from avodia, which is a fruit in China. And then our second ingredient is melatonin, which is to help students fall asleep. Melatonin is a natural ingredient that comes from organisms such as bacteria. What we've done is our formula is 100 milligrams of rutacarpine and 1 milligram of melatonin. We've used that formula and that ratio because we want the melatonin to have a small impact, still an impact, but something minimal when compared to our main ingredient of rutacarpine.
So our product is a science-driven product. So you may be wondering, why get rid of caffeine at all? If you're sleeping, what does it matter? So caffeine basically blocks your adenosine receptors, which inhibits you to sleep, which can increase alertness, have less fatigue, and many more good things. But it has many side effects, such as insomnia, dizziness, irritability, and much more. So when you go to sleep, you don't want any of this to affect you when you wake up. So our product has rutacarpine, which goes into your liver and enhances the enzyme cytochrome P450, which clears out the caffeine in your system. It could clear out in 3 hours, and normally it would clear out in 10 hours. And our melatonin tells your brain and body to relax, which can help you sleep at night. And rutacarpine has been proven to work by the National Institute of Health.
So now to go into our traction and validation roadmap, one of the things that sets us apart is the connections we have in this industry and the industry around it. So first, Dr. Taz Bhatia is the founder of her own integrative medicine business. She also creates supplements and has given us advice and agreed to give us advice in the future. Finally, in addition, Dr. Michael Jang has a PhD from Emory and has started his own energy drink business that was designed to increase nervousness. It was called Nerve, and so he has been very helpful throughout this process, and you probably saw him in the mentors slide earlier. Finally, NutriCap Labs is a local manufacturer that we have already reached out to. We made sure they were local so we can have a good relationship with them and keep that very close. We've already sent them the formula for our product, and they have agreed to produce it and already sent us a quote, which we will get into later. Another thing that sets us apart is connecting with our target market. We sent out a Google form and got over 140 responses from people in our target market. So this was high school and college students. These responses prove that there is a need for our product, many people are willing to pay, and that we took into account some of their feedback about the form that they would like the supplement to be in.
So there's vast opportunity for our product, with our total addressable market being 38.5 million students in the United States, our serviceable addressable market being 31.3 million students in the United States who drink caffeine regularly, and then our serviceable obtainable market would be 3.75 million students who reported insomnia due to caffeine intake. Again, 3.75 million of our peers have reported insomnia due to caffeine intake.
So our main marketing strategy to reach out to our target market is social media. Me and all my friends are always on TikTok and Instagram, and we see all these influencers. People such as Nikki Patton being a lifestyle and social influencer, and Gabriella Carter helping people with high school and college, giving them tips and tricks. We've already reached out and offered to ship them free products so they can give a review. If I'm scrolling one night and I see Nikki Patton or Gabriella Carter talk about how you could stay up late at night, get all your work done, and get rid of the caffeine of your system after you're done and help you sleep, I would definitely buy the product because of the amount of following they have and the amount of people who look up to them and believe them.
We also have strategies for campus visits. First, we want to recruit student ambassadors. If I got a recommendation from a friend for a product, I'd be much more likely to use that product. Secondly, we want to sponsor events. This is so we can market the product directly to the target audience. And last but not least, we want to hold educational campaigns. This is so we can highlight the negative effects of caffeine on your body and also emphasize how our product can help with those negative effects.
So here's our revenue model. What we've done is we created two different options to sell on Amazon. Our first one being a $20 option for 30 pills selling at 66 cents per pill. And our second option will be $30 for 50 pills selling at 60 cents per pill. On the right over here, you can see our pricing breakdown where we've gotten the pricing from our manufacturer and they've told us different quotes for how much a 30 pill bottle will cost at $8.66 and then how much a 50 pill bottle will cost for us to have at $14.10. And then our pricing is less expensive when compared to competitors such as Daily Decaffeinate.
So yeah, to go further into our financials forecast, here you can see that we do expect our 30 pill bottle to be more popular, but we both expect our sales in both bottles to increase exponentially over the next 5 years. For our fixed expenses, the main thing that we're focusing on in the first year is paying back on our investment and focusing on marketing and advertising to really make sure that people find out about our product. Our fixed expenses do continue to grow, especially in the third, fourth, and fifth years when we are expecting to hire an employee to help with the more tactical things of the business and just make sure that we can do everything. Our net profit in the first year is negative because we are really going to focus on growing our business very quickly. But however, as you can see, it does increase very quickly over the next 5 years, and this is also shown in our profit forecast chart.
As someone who's studying for tests late at night, I want to make sure I'm falling asleep as fast as I can when I'm done to tackle the day ahead of me. This is why we designed CafCap to have a special blend of not only 100 milligrams of rutacarpine, but also 1 milligram of melatonin. So we focus on both caffeine reduction and sleep induction, unlike these other companies who only focus on one of the two.
We have many competitive advantages, such as price, safety, marketing, and relationships. Our price is around 15 cents per pill lower than our competitors, and since we're selling it in such bulk, each 15 cents per pill counts as a lot. And our safety, we made sure to use all natural ingredients, and our local manufacturer is FDA approved. If anything ever happens at our manufacturer, we have a strong relationship with them, so we could just go in and check on them. Our marketing, we have a good marketing strategy by reaching out to different influencers and marketing on social media, which many of our competitors are not doing. And we have many relationships, such as with our doctors, influencers, and our manufacturer. And our doctors help us like with the supplement creation, and the manufacturer will create it for us. And when we have a stronger relationship with them, they'll be more likely to help us.
So we ask for $35,000. $20,000 will be used to produce the product, ship it, and also store it. We also want free samples to give out on college campuses. $15,000 will be used for marketing, which, as we said before, will be on social media, primarily Instagram and TikTok. And also we want to pay influencers to support a product.
So finally, for our team, we believe that we are in a unique position to tackle this problem because we are members of our target market. So we see firsthand the problems that caffeine is causing to us and our peers around us and how it's decreasing our sleep quality. We each have a unique skill set that we were able to bring to tackle this problem in this project, and we all came together to create a solution that we believe will be able to combat the effects of caffeine for current students and students in the future.
Thank you so much. By investing in us, you will help us create a caffeine hack to get your sleep back.
Excellent presentation, guys. A couple of questions. Did you any of your slide specify the dosage, like every night, how many pills a person takes?
Yeah, so what we have on our bottle is you're able to take 1 to 2 pills depending on the amount of caffeine that you had. So we would recommend our users to start off with around 1 pill. And if they're needing more, like over time, if they're needing more, the 1 pill is not enough, they can go to 2 pills. So it all depends on the user.
Yeah, and we also made sure that our doses was appropriate for taking 1 pill, so the 100 milligrams of rutacarpine and melatonin. We selected those doses so that they are enough that it's able to affect and work on our customers, but it's not too much so that there can be many negative side effects.
One more question. You specified the competitive advantage as price. what's first of all, this will be over the counter. I'm assuming, right? It's not prescription, but anybody can essentially take the formula and make and sell it 15 cents cheaper.
So we have other competitive advantages as well, such as we have connections with our manufacturer, our local manufacturers. So like, in case anything goes wrong or we need to go and check in, we have that. We have connections with doctors such as Dr. Michael, who have helped us. We also have connected our target market, and our main competitive advantage is our advertising, our marketing. So many other companies are not doing what we're doing. We're gonna have different social media influencers that we've already contacted. We're gonna have them help advertise our product to their millions of followers. And we're also going to go to campuses, college campuses, where our main target market is, which are students, right? So we're going to go to college campuses and we're going to advertise our product there. So that's what sets us apart from other companies that won't be able to do that.
And in addition, to go back to what you were saying about pricing, just being able to decrease it, we know that yes, someone could come in and keep decreasing the prices, but we have this close connection with our manufacturer, and we expect over time our costs to go down. So maybe it would be hard for a new person to come in and just keep lowering the prices, especially using high quality ingredients like we are now. And in addition, we don't have this currently, but we did get advice to on our bottle just put it as a blend of rutacarpine and melatonin and not state these specific values, so that it will be harder for someone to come in because they don't have our exact formula.
So, great presentation. I didn't see anything about how you've gone through the FDA process to make sure that this is a regulated product and that that product is actually good for the end user. Has there been any talk about that? And I saw NIH on there, but that's a whole different organization.
We don't need to get FDA approved because we're selling it as a supplement and they don't need a prescription for it.
I didn't know that. Okay. So thank you for that. The other piece is, I guess I'm concerned about one of the things that you mentioned earlier was not about growing the product or growing your company, but about paying your investors back. Why is that part of your strategy for your financials?
So we do have also a more detailed financials breakdown. I think at the beginning we're just going to be focused on paying back our investment so we're able to grow after this.
Why? Are you, because as an investor, I'm not concerned about you paying me back right away. I'm concerned about you growing the company so that whatever you got from an investment standpoint, hopefully you 10x, 100x, or whatever that. So I'm just asking, why are you focused on paying back the investor so early in the process versus we're going to grow this company, we're going to scale this company. We may even have to go get more investment dollars to do that.
Yeah, well, I think that's just the original, but I think also our fixed expenses do continue to grow because as our company grows, we are expecting to have to pay more, including like employees, and we probably at some point might have to ask for more money. So I think right now we have that, but we do expect our net profit to grow in the future. So I think even though we might not pay it all back at first, that was just an idea that we had, but that's a very good point of feedback. Thank you.
Just think about that because we're typically looking for our money back 5 to 7 years because we expect you to grow and scale and give us back more money that you got in the beginning. So just think about that, and it's not something. I'm sorry for those who work with the students. It's not something that you'd even tell the audience that you're trying to do as part of your financial, um, yeah, the whole process.
Awesome. Great job. Really exciting. I think you did a fantastic job very early on trying to state the problem. However, I was confused because the solution wasn't directly to the problem because it seemed like the issue was caffeine in terms or being awake, and caffeine was what was being used as a solution as opposed to caffeine is perfectly fine and then you need to go to sleep afterwards and get a good night's sleep. So there was a little bit of nuance in trying to understand what that was. Very coincidentally, I've actually invested in a nutraceutical company specifically in the sleep space. And with nutraceuticals, a huge component is testing. So even if you're not going to go through the FDA process, you want to be able to show evidence of, hey, this is effective. So it would have been good to see, how many people need to go through using this and showing its efficacy, right? So I think that would have been good to provide within the presentation. And the other last component is just feedback is on the financial statement. There's a lot of information there, especially for us to look at it in a very short time frame. It's being able to tell the story of the financials as opposed to like all the specific numbers of the financials, so understanding the scenario from that standpoint. And I definitely agree with Shyla from that standpoint. It's the why we have to get profitable, maybe just an understanding of how you're doing it. But I think overall it was a fantastic presentation. I'm really excited and hope you guys end up actually doing it. So great job.
Thank you.